Well, good afternoon. We're here with Jan Reichelt, co-founder of Mendeley, recently acquired by Elsevier, a startup of success, the most successful startups in Europe. Jan, thanks for being here. I'd like to ask you, leave us 3 thoughts about your experience as startupper and successful entrepreneur.
Yeah, so if I had to boil it down to three arguments or 3 headlines, it's actually quite difficult, but like the talk I gave, I think the top 3 items I would identify is that if you start a business, if you want to start a company, I guess the most important thing is that you should do something that you really like. So you need to be passionate about what you're doing, because you will be in it for the long term. So usually it will take you 5 to 10 years to get to anywhere of significance. So, and in order to sustain those 5 to 10 years and be in a job where you have to deal with stuff all the days, like, it needs to be something that you really like. So that is probably the first thing. And the second thing is, I would guess you should prepare for an emotional roller coaster, which basically means you will have so incredibly strong highs and also incredibly strong lows that you need to have some emotional stability. And the best way to manage that is, first of all, be aware of your emotional situation, but then secondly, try to find an environment with co-founders or family and friends that helps you to absorb this kind of emotional roller coaster. And then thirdly, and that's kind of a little bit my, let's say, own maybe philosophy, is since it is a thing that you build with a team, usually you can only be successful with the right people around you, and because it takes quite a while, I do think you should always make sure that the relationships you build along the way are long-term relationships. So you will always need people who help you and support you in the long term, and so I think you should approach this with a long-term relationship view, basically making sure that the choice you make to become an entrepreneur is the choice of your own lifestyle.
Where do you see Mendeley's in the next 5 years?
I would say we continue to work on our vision to make research more open and collaborative, meaning that we continue to build Mendeley to be the prime platform for researchers to work with each other, to share knowledge, to produce great results and great outcomes. So I think with now Elsevier, having Elsevier as a partner, I think we can only accelerate on that vision, because Elsevier basically has the same vision of building this platform, so to say, research operating system for the world of scientific research. And we match very nicely our asset that we have with the assets that Elsevier has. And so I think we will continue to build that vision together now. The two companies joined it together. And I can only think that it will have a positive future for Mendeley.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.